Hi, Noob Slayer. How are you? The first one in here. Let me give you a shout out for Noob Slayer. Come on, cheer for me. Hey. Hi, Morgan. How are you today? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live. Whatever y'all want to call it. It's welcome home. Welcome home. Good to see you. You guys having a good day? Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. I appreciate it. Hey, Faye. How are you, love? I'm watching another video. I just can't get enough of these Angie Stone videos, I guess. I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I just got back home. I just made it. I had to run an errand. I had to run up to the post office real quick. So I just got back. You had spaghetti for dinner. I had my salami and cheese again. Spaghetti sounds so good. Hey, Jess the Best. How you doing, Jess the Best? Is that a new name? It's a good one. I like that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Got a whole new identity. Mm. Look around. Look around. I got a new cup. Like my new cup? My new Starbucks cup? Isn't that cute? Wait a minute. Is that a middle finger? Hi, baby. I'm showing off the new cup you gave me. Is it? You know what? It didn't. Yeah, it's from Starbucks. I'm not sure. Is that a middle finger? Honey, where'd you get this cup at? I can't imagine Starbucks would sell this, though. But then again, who knows? A buck is a buck. Where'd you get it at, babe? Nope is not an answer. Where'd you get it? Bestie said, "Hi, Mr. Berry. Her new name is Jess the Best." I spilled some of this tea too. Ugh, I'm sticky now. Babe, you gotta say hi. Oh, you got it from Ross. Why did I think this was from Starbucks? It came from Ross. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. Oh, okay. He finally said hi. I think he's way behind. Ross is fun for knick-knack. Yeah, they are. I just, I don't have the temperament for Ross, especially the ones that I end up going to. They always get picked over stuff, especially out there on Rainier. You know, they want to run up in there like it's the first of the month. Mm-mm. pick all over everything. I don't think so. Or a bunch of crack. That part. I almost said the word. I can't say the word. Cracked on Roblox. I gotta say Roblox. A crack of Roblox. Cracked on the head on Roblox. We know what that means. Man. Yeah, I was able to rush out of here after the baby got picked up and ran up to the post office and got that over with. I still got to go back again though. So how did you guys have a good day? Or I'm sorry, did you have a good day? Did you have a good day? Or did you have a awesome day? I saw who was that I just saw up here? It's Noob Slayer and Morgan. Noob Slayer and Morgan. They were the first ones in here. And I haven't heard from them since. Y'all still here? Or y'all just chilling in the cut? Awesome Thay today. Yes. Oh, thank you, Thay. I actually left the house in this thing. Oh my God. Some would think that it's probably a leisure outfit. No. I call it my moo. It's one of my moo-moos. I just wear it like a dress. Thank you. It's actually a moo. It's a dress. If it was a top, I wouldn't have a problem with it, but this is a dress. I call it a moo. Moo. From Timu. A Timu moo. I'm being goofy. I'm sorry. Oh, I spilled some of my tea. I guess I could spill some more tea today. I watched the baby, and then I watched the baby leave, and I did a video real early this morning for someone, and then I went to the post office. So you should be getting your package in a couple days. Ooh, I hate this cord. It always gets run over. And I can't seem to hook up my Bluetooth to this stuff. So that was my fun for the day, Thay. Oh, you didn't get a break today. Well, my whole day is a break, actually. My whole day is a break. It could be worse. Ugh, I just make sure I'm making my money. So yeah, um, my husband usually he takes the baby. He takes over the baby. He takes over that little dude because that little dude, I don't think that little dude like me. Yes, what did I put? Therapy. Yes, therapy for loneliness. YouTube therapy for loneliness. I don't know if that's all I put. What did I put? Not in particular. I mean, it covers so many. Oh God, here I go. Oh, it covers so many different bases because some people come for, just to chill. Some people come to meet people. Some people come to, you know, meet folks and oh, I will in just a second. I'm trying to ease up a little bit. Matter of fact, I had lit it and it went out and I didn't relight it. But some people come to YouTube because they're lonely, bottom line, and they want to do something different. They want to meet new people. Some people come for therapy, and that's a little bit different because you got to be careful who you talk to. You got any specific? Oh, you already read that part. So geriatric. I need to make some merch that says, I'm so geriatric. Maybe I should copyright that phrase, make it my own. I'm so geriatric or feeling geriatric today. Oh, I'm so sorry. Why do I get on here and then I start yawning? No, I'm serious. I sit down and all of a sudden I'm yawning like, you know, I've been up all night or something. I don't stay up all night no more. Trust and believe. Them days is over. Them people are over. I never do that mess again. Yeah, that part. But remember what we were listening to last night about the Angie Stone thing with her daughter and all that? They're coming out with a whole lot more information, and it sounds really weird. It sounds very weird. There was a video out when the accident first happened, and it was this white woman. I think it was on TikTok, and she gave her account of coming upon an accident on that very stretch of road or highway in Alabama where Angie Stone died. And she gave her account of seeing, this van had, you know, rolled over several times. And she went over, her daughter was in her car, and she got out the car. She left her daughter in the car, and she ran over to where the van was. She said that she saw people in the van. And, she was looking in there asking everybody if they were okay. And they're saying, yeah, we're fine. We're just trying to get out. And she started trying to help people out of there. And one woman she tried to help, we're assuming from the way that she described it, was Angie Stone. She never mentioned her name though, but she described the whole scenario and how this woman was kind of, you could tell she was distraught, but she was fine. She was alive. And, she was just kind of wandering almost. And she was trying to get the lady to lay down or sit down because she's just been through a traumatic rollover accident. And she said all of a sudden she was knocked off of her feet. Now, this is what the woman said about herself. She wasn't talking about the woman that she was helping. She said all of a sudden she felt like something knocked her down, not ran her down, but kind of like whooshed by her or even over her, maybe, but it knocked her down and she heard her daughter screaming. Okay. Now, this is what this white woman on TikTok is giving her account, right? And all she could do was think to get back to her daughter. Oh, me either. To see your mom get mowed down, what appears to be mowed down by a 18-wheeler, but, she said that all she could think of was getting back to her daughter and had her daughter to move the car forward so she would be out of the line of traffic in the event that other cars came. She didn't want their car to get hit. But that video has disappeared off of the internet. Nobody can find it nowhere. But I saw it this afternoon. Yeah, very convincing. This lady was very convincing. So the bottom line is this, uh, if you let this woman tell it, if this is the same person, if this was the same wreckage or the same accident, whatever you want to call it, if this is the same accident that she happened upon, Angie Stone was not dead in that vehicle. She was alive and well. And it's been said that an 18-wheeler ran over Angie Stone. That's been the talk. But the way that this lady it makes perfect sense the way that this lady tells the story, because she didn't say that she saw the other person get hit. She said that she herself was knocked off of her feet, like something whooshed by, and you know, and all she could hear was her daughter over wherever on the road screaming. And she heard other people screaming too, but she focused on her daughter's screams. This whole thing is just so, yeah, it is suspicious, but it makes sense. It makes sense in that it doesn't necessarily have to be suspicious that somebody deleted her. It could very well be that she got offed by a 18-wheeler that was, first of all, according to reports, the driver was driving with a suspended license. The company that he's driving for is a garbage company. This is the same company that what's his name? Tracy Morgan. Remember Tracy Morgan? He used to be on Martin, and he ended up on Saturday Night Live at some time. Remember that accident he got in? I guess he got hit by a bus and he sued the bus company or the truck company or so. I can't remember who it was, but he sued the company and they had to pay him millions of dollars. Okay? This is the same company. The same company. And nobody's heard from this driver. Nobody's interviewed the driver of this truck. We don't have a name or nothing. Same company, they. Same exact company. They real shady. Yeah, they're real shady. So it may not necessarily be that someone had her deleted intentionally, but it's still the circumstances are really shady in that the company that this driver was driving for, he had no business driving in the first place, which leads me to believe that they kind of cut corners. And you've got companies out there that do that. They cut corners to save money. They don't want to go out and hire nobody. They don't want to hire new people. They'd rather take the ones that are, on their last leg and may not even qualify so they can pay them less. So there's all kind of little tricks of the trade that they do to get out of paying top dollar for these drivers. And this particular driver was one of those drivers that he had no business being behind the wheel. But now there's a death now, and this 18-wheeler is involved somehow. Now, they're saying, let's just say the streets are saying that the truck is what killed her, not the accident. The truck, when she was wandering around after she got out of the van, She got hit by a 18-wheeler. That's why she was the only one that died, because the rest of the group was not standing right by her. She was kind of wandering, you know, probably in shock, you know. But that woman that was trying to help her gave us a very, very believable account. Yes, when you are briefed in an airplane on the safety and they tell you to put your head down and brace, that actually kills you. You are supposed to put your legs up so they get the impact. I say that because they do that to get out of paying people. Yeah, they want you to they want you to die. Yeah, put your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye. How about that? Yeah. So who knows? But now they're focusing on the daughter out there begging for cash app money and all this stuff. And oh, it's just it makes you ashamed. It makes you ashamed of people that are in your culture. They make we already look crazy to them folks. Hi, Colleen. How are you, my love? I need your address. First thing out the gate. Hi, Colleen. I need your address, please. We are discussing YouTube. Some people view it as therapy, some people view it as a way of handling loneliness, some people just get on YouTube to meet new people as a social platform. So that's pretty much the discussion. Therapy for loneliness, um, camaraderie. There's all kind of reasons that people come to YouTube. I'm glad you're good though. Yes. So yeah, that's the topic. But we were talking also about the Angie Stone situation, and I know you guys heard about Wendy Williams. That's been one of my topics ever since that documentary came out. Oh, okay. Well, then you can definitely speak on that, Colleen. You have firsthand hand knowledge. Absolutely. So Wendy Williams, did you guys hear about it? It is absolutely sad, but I'm loving it now. I'm loving it to death. You heard what she did, right? What do you think on the Wendy Williams? What happened to Wendy? Well, what happened with Wendy? Wendy got smart. Wait, no, what did she do? Yes, new update, new update. In the event that you didn't hear yesterday, she wrote a note. It said, "Help." And then it said her name, Wendy, under it. Okay. And she tossed it out the window somehow to the camera people below. And they got it and they read it and they called the police. The police came and took her to the hospital. They took her to the hospital. This woman has been locked up in this doggone building on her floor for months. She's only gotten out a couple of times and then they let her go. Oh, yeah. Yes. It's not working right, but yay. It's not working right. So sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But they took her to the hospital. Now check this out. They do these cognitive tests on her, right? And there's someone else, some kind of admin or doctor or somebody in this hospital. Now you got two entities kind of fighting for this woman in a sense, fighting against each other for whatever reason. One for her, one against her. That's the vibe, okay? So they do this cognitive testing on her. And this one uh, doctor tried to throw a monkey wrench in the questioning, and she passed with flying colors. She passed, she made a 10 out of the whole test. Her test scored a 10 out of 10. The woman has got all her mentality going on, okay? Because they've been claiming that she's got this dementia thing and can't be cured and all of this, that, and the third. But she's fine, okay? But check out what's that chick? Her guardian. You know what her guardian did to her? Hi, Gen X. Who started the crap with her? Actually, that's a bad story in itself. Her son was stealing her money, and the bank caught wind of it. They saw the red flags, so they pulled in the authorities. That's how this whole conservatorship started. How are you doing, Gen X? It's so good to see you. Yeah, it's awful, but check this out. Her guardian let her gave her permission to travel to Miami for a couple of days for her father's birthday. They even have footage of her riding in the airport, right? Do you know that this woman gave her a credit card to use for those couple days? And when Wendy went to use it, it was declined. Not a dime. Not a dime on that card. Awful. That's considered elder abuse. And so now that's what they're thinking about doing against this conservator, this guardian, because they're literally trying to sabotage her and make her stay in this facility. And this facility is just like a prison. She hasn't she hasn't committed any crime. She's a grown ass woman. I don't care if look, she could be swinging from the rafters and saying, ooh, ooh, ah, ah. She still has rights. You cannot lock her up like an animal. But they've got her locked up well, she's not locked up. They've got her in this room. It's a studio, just one room on the fifth floor that costs 18 grand a month to be there out of her pocket. And this conservatorship is milking her dry. This guardian is fighting a case against her, against herself, and she's using Wendy's money to pay for it. Wait a minute. You need to spend your own money to defend your own self. Okay? It's ugly. I hope when all is said and done, I hope Wendy Williams sues the draws off of these people, because I have a passion for this subject because I watched my neighbor go through this, and I stood 10 toes down for her as she went through this when her own kids weren't there for her. So I know how it's all a scam to milk the elderly and not too well dry for their money, whether they've got a little bit of money or a lot of money, but they milk them dry. Hides my draws. Ah, keep them on. Keep them on. Whatever happened to her son? Nothing. Not a thing. Hey, just a person. How are you, my love? Yeah, she didn't do anything. I mean, she openly said that her son was ripping her off, basically, and had uh, other people helping her rip her off. I'm doing great. I'm doing great, Justa. I gotta call you Justa or Person. Which would you prefer? Justa or Person? Or just Person? I'm gonna call you Person. Yes. Person's in the house. I like that. But yeah, getting back to her son, that's her only child. She's gonna be protective of him, even though, he's the reason why she's in this conservatorship. If you change your name, what should it be? Let's see. I'm gonna have to think on that one because you deserve a special one. Yeah, but you know what they kids do some of the darndest things even when they love their parents. You see a crack that you can slither right through and get what you want and think that you can get away with it. And then boom, God says, uh. It doesn't make the kid love you any less, but there's some kids out there nowadays that just so entitled, just so into greed, yes, greed and just lack of common sense, lack of common sense. Yeah, and it's sad. It's heartbreaking. There's so many parents out there that are their hearts are broken because their kids have done something similar, and the parents are paying the price for it, you know. And I don't think that the kids do it out of spite. They just don't think. Yes, the word entitlement. I hate that word too, but it's very fitting in the cases of some of these people. They believe that they've got a special carte blanche that they don't have to sacrifice, you know. And that's what life is all about, sacrifice. If you don't sacrifice, you don't learn nothing. You don't learn a thing if you don't sacrifice. So, yeah, her son is the one that started this whole conservatorship with his silly actions. He tried to rent a boat for his 18th birthday, I think it was, and ended up renting a $116,000 yacht. Cost about $116,000 to rent this yacht. Just madness. Just madness. Just he was door dashing every day, hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I don't know if he was feeding the neighborhood too or what. I don't know. But the DoorDash bill was ridiculous. Oh, he was just living the good life off of his mama. And she was out of sight, out of mind. The bank, Wells Fargo, they started seeing all these different charges. And as a matter of fact, there was a woman that was posing as Wendy trying to get money out of that account. And that's when the red flags really went up. And they put a total block on her account. Froze her account completely. And of course they notified the authorities. The authorities felt that she wasn't in a position to oversee her own finances, and boom, conservatorship. The son is the reason. He activated this whole nightmare. Shame on him. But she's, like I said, that's her baby. But she said it. It came out of her mouth. This isn't hearsay. Came right out of her mouth. All I know is that, you know, God rest my son's soul, my youngest son. He was he was really laid back and everything, but even he had his little tendencies when he was much younger to think that he could get away with things and found out no, mama and daddy is not stupid. And, it didn't make us love him any less. But, they try. They try you, and I'll never forget my youngest son. Oh yeah, honey. Look, it ain't mama you gotta worry about, it's daddy. Oh my God. It was daddy you gotta worry about. I don't know if my husband's still in the chat, but let me tell you, that little man, he's the sweetest man. But don't piss him off. Don't piss him off. Because we raised them boys old school. And Isaiah thought that he was going to pull the wool over our eyes. And for a while, he did. Because he was so laid back. He was the kid that, never got emotional. He was always smiling and just easygoing. And, he, at the time, he was what, 12 years old. This little munchkin, I won't even call him a munchkin because he wasn't no little kid. He came in my room one night, laid down on the bed next to me and said, "I'm gonna watch this movie with you, mama." And my husband was laying on the other side of the bed. He was asleep already. Excuse me. Excuse me again. He laid there and watched this movie with me. And I woke up at 3 in the morning and he was gone. He wasn't next to me. Because I had fallen asleep watching this movie. So I get up and I'm like, "Where'd this boy go? He must have went to bed or something." I go in his room, he ain't in his room. I said, "Oh shit." I looked all over the house. Where is he? And at the time we lived in this big, huge apartment. It was all one level, but it was just uber. Not only did he sneak out he took my husband's car. He took my husband's car. Well, first of all, I didn't know yet. We lived across the street from a 7-Eleven. So I'm thinking, "Oh, he went to the store. He must have went to the store." And I'm waiting for him to come back from the store. He went to the store. Well, he didn't go to the store. I'm thinking he went to the store. And I'm waiting for him to come back and he doesn't come back. And I'm like, let me go out here and see if I can find this little boy. My husband's car was gone. My van, I had a red Windstar, a Ford Windstar. I had bought it brand new several months earlier. And I look out there, my husband had this Pontiac Grand Am or something like that. And I had that Ford Windstar. And I said, "Oh my God, my husband's gonna kill him. His daddy is gonna kill him. Lord, please don't kill him. Don't let him kill him." I was just, "Lord, please let him come home before his daddy wake up." Because oh my God. So I panic. I get on the phone because it's been over an hour now that I've been up. My son is not back. He's a kid. He's a kid, a black kid in Kent, driving a car. Now, for those of you who are not of color, you may not understand. "Hey, Mama Purple, how you doing, sweetheart?" One real one always. Hi, honey. Sweet like honey. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome to my chat. You caught me in the middle of a story about when my son stole my car. He was 12 at the time. And this was back in like the 90s. I'm happy to have you here. 12. Yes. This little maybe I can move. I don't know if I ought to do it because you know what happened yesterday. Okay, you see that picture behind me? That's him as an adult. Imagine him as 12. Yeah, he's deceased now. Man, look, I panicked. I said, "Oh my God. I don't know if he done got in an accident. I don't know if he done got stopped by the police because you know police they was shooting black folk back then too. You know, mm-mm. I'm calling hospitals. I'm calling the police. Have you pulled a child over? Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. So he he still isn't back, and I'm like, well, what the? Nobody had any information, and I said, oh my God, I'm gonna have to go and wake this man up out of his sleep and tell him that our son has stolen his car and gone out joyriding because that's all he could have been doing was joyriding. So Kent police come to the house. Now my husband, I wake him up and I'm like, honey, look, first, wait, before you jump up swinging, your car is missing, and so is your son. I said, but don't, don't jump up. Stay cool, because we got to call the police, because this boy got to learn a lesson. So my husband got up, he got dressed. We waited for the Kent police to arrive, and Kent police arrived. It was one officer, a white officer, and I have to emphasize that because we live in Kent and we're black. And at the time, there wasn't a whole lot of black people in Kent. And there was this racist cop thing going on at the time. Kent is in Washington State, person. It's just south of Seattle. So we're sitting at the dining room table, we're talking to the officer, and he's very understanding. He's like, "Oh, I know you're very worried, but just just know kids do this a lot." And I'm like, "Yeah, but they don't have him as a father." Matter of fact, they don't have me as a father. But if anybody gonna go off, it ain't gonna be both of us. And if daddy goes off, mama's gonna stay out of it. I'm just gonna hang tough and make sure you don't kill him. So we're waiting for we're waiting for something to happen. And as we're sitting at the dining room table, Isaiah walked in the door and he looked like a deer in headlights. You know that because he saw that police officer standing right there at the dining room table and he couldn't even turn around and leave. And so my husband, you know, the officers telling my son, "Yeah, young man, you know, we know what you just did, and your parents have been very worried about you, blah 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 blah." And me and my husband is standing there just looking at him like, mm hmm, yeah, you wait till he leaves. And my husband says to my son, he says, You know I'm gonna whoop your ass when this officer leaves, right? And the look on Isaiah's face was like, he looks at the officer like, "Help me, man, help me." And the officer said, "I ain't in this one. I ain't in this one." So that's what he thought, person. He thought that officer was gonna at least save him. That officer threw his hands up just like this and said, "Oh man, I ain't in this one. I didn't even hear that." And of course, my husband didn't kill him, but boy, he thought he was gonna die that night. So I'm telling you, kids, they will try you. They will try you when you least expect it. Yeah, that was one of my better memories. Okay, that was an ass whooping he had coming. I never did either, person. I never got a chance to sneak out because my grandparents put bars on my windows. Shoot, if there was a fire, I would have been Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme, for real. You were bad, real one. One real one always was bad, but she's sweet like honey, though. Oh, you got 4 kids? Bless your heart. Bless your heart. God help you. How old are they? My parents are pretty chill. If I ran away, I would get far because I live in the woods. Oh boy. Yes, set of twins, 18, my oldest 19, my baby 11. Oh my goodness. I know what them twins are about. I married a twin, identical twin. It's quite an experience, isn't it? Yeah, twins are, yeah. Are your twins girls or boys? Oh, mama, look. It took me a while to figure it out, but my brother-in-law, because I mean, we met when we were 15 years old. We got together when we were 15 years old, and we've been together for 47 years. So, wait, my twins is a boy and a girl, Imani and Larry. Oh my God, Larry is my brother-in-law's name. Oh my God. Boy and girl, Imani and Larry. Larry is my husband's identical twin brother because my husband's name is Barry and his brother's name is Larry. That's too funny. Geez, I couldn't date someone who had an identical twin. My brain would be like, if you don't like one, go for oh no. Let me tell you something about that. My sister married my husband's twin brother. And you talk about a trip. That was a trip. Phew. Yeah. Wow. And she was 2 years younger than me. So he was her second husband. Man, there's a lot of stories. But yeah, I couldn't it was hard to tell them apart at first, but my brother-in-law's hair was just a tad bit longer. Might have even been the shape of their head, I don't know. But my brother-in-law had a chipped front tooth, and my husband didn't have a chip in his front tooth. Okay, you're on your second husband. Okay, right person. Yeah, I could never go for the other if the first one didn't work out. Mm-mm. They came from the same vagina. If it didn't work out the first time, chances are it ain't gonna work out the second time with the second one. I'm good. You're on your second imaginary girlfriend. Oh, you're separated right now, real one? Yeah, sometimes we gotta make them moves. I'm single because I'm tired of getting cheated on. Oh, you honey, you keep on living. You still got a lot of time ahead of you. So you ain't even 19 yet. Trust and believe. You'll be all right. Yes, I grew apart from him 13 years. Wow. You were married for 13 years? You're 49. Okay. Okay. I'm just waiting for God to give me a loyal and God-fearing woman. I will still try to shoot my shot sometime. Hey, you got to do that just but you know what, person? Oh, wait, since you're acknowledging God in this, keep him in the forefront and pray that because he'll put the right woman in front of you. Now, let me give you a little word of advice. People may not understand where I'm coming from because I'm going biblical with this one now. I'm not a Bible thumper or anything like that. Okay. But the Bible says, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. And the key words is he findeth, not she findeth. So be careful of these women that chase you. You don't want some woman that chases you. You want to pick and choose who you want because you're the man. I'm just saying biblically in the order of things. It's not her job to come looking for you. You got to look for your wife because that's what God wants you to do. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm just waiting for God. Okay. 6 month separation right now. Okay. You think that you guys might ever get back together, real one? You do have to love yourself first, person. You do. Yep. God knows what kind of path you'll be on, real one. We never know. We just have to put it in his hands sometimes. My hubby has low self esteem and issues. I can't fix a broken man. No, God has to fix him. Mama Purple said, I dated a twin. Then I got in a car accident and he wouldn't talk to me because I was in a wheelchair. So, huh? He wouldn't talk to you. Holy cow. I tried to help him with his issues. I won't give up, but it started draining me. Of course it did. Of course it did. You have to have some self care. Absolutely. And see, he has to put some effort into it too. Because I'm a firm believer God will work things out if you put it in his hands. It ain't gonna be easy. Ain't nothing in this life easy. Girls my age just are so toxic. I'm homeschooled, so I'ma try to stop it. Here we go with this damn mic or microphone, whatever this thing is doing. Okay, I might not be able to hear, but oh, here we go again. If my phone rings, I'm gonna scream. Uh, okay, I lost my way. Girls my age just are so toxic. I'm homeschooled, so I'ma try to find a girl that is homeschooled because girls that are in public school are just unloyal. I wouldn't say all of them, person. Not all of them. I wouldn't say all of them, honey. But you have to be very selective. and I understand that. Okay, Mama said, "Oh, when you got better, you got with his brother." Ooh wee. You lost yourself. Look, I can believe that. Absolutely. I've been there. Yes, it is. It's very hard. Yeah. And Thay is right. Not all girls, person. Yes. A lot of them just person. But see, you're kind of in a position where you're not seeing all those girls in public school if you're being homeschooled. You only see a portion of them. I was in public school and I was the one getting cheated on. I have never been unfaithful. Real one said, I have found myself again. I feel good, but at the same time, the heart tells me different. I pray on it. That's what you do. Pray on it. Because I mean, you know what? Here's the thing about Satan. Satan is out to steal, kill, and destroy. And he will plant every negative thought in your head to make you feel less than who you are. And he'll even make you believe that that man is less than who he is. And if you give up, you figure, I can't help him. He's beyond helping. But that's not necessarily the truth. But just stay prayed up, just stay prayed up. I found myself again. I feel good. Okay. The guys cheated just as much, if not more. Twin payback in his bed and had breakfast the next morning. Ooh, mama, you a feisty one. So most people don't general is what you mean because the guys were cheating just as much, if not more. Mama said, LOL, that part. I've been in public school for three-fourths of my life. LOL. Okay. I know there's good girls out there, not saying that there isn't. I worded it wrong. Okay. Then you should know that all genders of that stuff, and more times than not, the guys actually do it more than the girls. I don't know, Thay. I may have to disagree, and I'm going to tell you why. We just hide it better. I'm not going to say, I would have to say it's an even play field because, see, women have a different move. They move differently than men. Females move differently than men, and we are able to we can think 10 steps ahead, and guys don't operate like that. So I would have to say that they're equal. I can't say that one is worse than the other because there's some scandalous women out there. I'd have to say it's an even play field. It's just how they move that's different. Women don't get caught as much because we move different. We cover up different. We play it off different. Dudes, they think with one thing. We think up here we're emotional beings. They're physical beings. And that's what gets them caught because they're doing physical things. That's fair. It probably is even just in my personal experience, even with guys I stayed with, they continued cheating while I still stayed loyal. Did you know they were cheating when you stayed loyal? Oh, let me finish because I think this answers my question, which was dumb of me. I know, but I am 7'7", getting cheating on. Well, you kind of contributed to the problem, baby. If you knew they were cheating and you stayed there, that sent a bad message. Hi, Nitya. How are you, sweetheart? Nitya, maybe you can add to this conversation. It has nothing to do with the topic, but we were talking about men and women relationships and how men move differently than women. And I don't even know how we got on this subject, to be honest with you. How did we get on cheating and stuff like that? Can somebody answer that? Because I'm in geriatric mode. I don't know, but I know how we ended. I know we've ended up in another area. I don't know what we're talking about, twins, and then it went to the I was telling you about my son when he stole the car. And then someone else in the chat said that they had a set of twins. Then we got on the twin subject. Wow, we done covered all kind of bases. But I mean, it's still a good conversation. They still cheat. Well, because that's what they do, sweetheart. You have to understand, baby, that when you young, especially boys. Wait, I was in perimenopause mood. When you talking about boys, you know that song, "Them hoes ain't loyal." Them dudes ain't loyal. There's no such thing as loyalty when your testosterone is boiling, and girls have the same thing going on. All kind of estrogen stuff flying every which way. You just finding out yourself. So, there's no commitment when it's kids. Her sister came over one day to pick up something. I thought it was her. Okay, I done skipped way down here until, wait, my friend was really close to me, who I've known since I was a teenager, has a twin sister. Okay, until she gained a ton of weight. I didn't know the difference between the two of them. Huh. Okay, then they says even when I was doing their schoolwork, buying them stuff, cooking, cleaning, all that, they just go cheat on a good woman, but they complain when they don't have one. Well, of course they do. You don't miss the water until the well runs dry, sweetheart. But you can't be the well. You too young to be the damn well doing all that. You too young to be catering to a man like that. Come on now, baby. Especially if you ain't married. You doing their schoolwork, buying them stuff, cooking, cleaning, all that shit. Excuse me, I'm sorry. He need to be doing that for his mama. He need to be at home helping his mama. How are you doing all these things for some boy? And you're a girl. You're a young girl. You're not even, you're just about to turn 19. I don't mean, girl, sweetheart, baby, look, don't think that I'm jumping down your throat, first of all. I wouldn't say these things if I didn't care about you. Okay? But you got to know you too young to be giving your all like that. You are too young to be giving your all to any man like that until he put a ring on your finger and he got something to give you in life. You live your life because he gonna live his life. He's doing what he's supposed to do. You have to do what you're supposed to do. Don't do the stuff that you shouldn't be doing and then complain that he goes off and does the things that he would do normally. You see what I'm saying, sweetie? That's what they do. They've got testosterone just just going all through their veins. They can't control it. The best of them can't control it. Imma tell you that my husband was a straight up hoe. I'll be the first to tell you that, with his fine ass. 'Cause he looked good and his brother looked good and they dressed nice, they smelled nice, all that stuff. When you got all these women that's looking at you, of course you ain't gonna dedicate yourself to one woman. Absolutely. I would never lie to you, Thay. I would never lie to you. And you just like a daughter to me. I would never lie to you. But dudes are gonna be dudes, especially when they're young dudes. And you were dealing with young dudes. We talking high school boys. They just now getting hair down there. Come on now. I done missed half of the chat. I'm sorry. Let me catch up. I was like, "Where's your sister?" She goes on, "She's in the car, but they look so identical. I couldn't tell the difference." My relationships have been years, though. I was in 2-year relationships and others for months. At that point, just break up with me. No, you should have broke up with them. That's not on them. That's on you. You knew what was going on. That's on you, sweetheart. You ain't no doormat. Don't sell yourself cheap like that. You ain't no doormat. Okay. Wait a minute. Where am I? I done lost my place. Okay. Bestie said the last relationship. Wait a minute. Why is this thing jumping everywhere? The last relationship I was in, he had a whole ass girl pregnant. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we were planning on moving in with each other. That was the last. I can't for now. I hear you. And how old were you at the time, Jess? I'm just asking just to make a point. They just told you the best advice you can get. Be selfish. You have a lot to look forward to in life. Don't settle down or settle for any BS. Yep, that's true. And that goes for young men too. Person. Don't settle for less. God will God will show you your wife. Well, I don't stay anymore. That why me and my ex broke up. Okay. Spend some time loving yourself. You'll be surprised what self-love will do to you and do for you. Hmm. Hello, William. How you doing, Mr. Hall? Hi, how are you? I'm doing great. Yes, it's true. So even when you in your late 30s, early 40s, men still cheat. It's a it is what it is. Ain't no such thing as a perfect man or perfect woman. But I tell you what, God has somebody for everybody. You just have to understand that you have to go in his time, and he may show you your mate, and you may think, "Oh, that's the person I'm going to marry." But he didn't tell you when. He didn't tell you when you're going to marry, and he never said it was going to be easy before you got married. You could marry that person out, and that could be your second wife or second husband. I told William you were alive so he would come. Oh, thank you, Mama. Now, we on here talking about relationships now, William. We talking about men and women. I wanted this young lady to know that she is better than you. You are not a doormat, not under any circumstances. And you are too young to be doing to have done the things that you've done in the past to for a man who ain't a man. He's still a boy. He's still a boy. He's in high school. He's not a man. When he can pay some bills and put you in an apartment and put a ring on your finger, then you can go ahead and cook the breakfast, wash the clothes, do all these other things. Mm-mm. Until then, he's a mama. I mean, he's got a mama to do all that for him. You're not his mama. So even when you in your okay, I'm good here. Exactly. I don't date and I don't worry even in my 40s because God has a plan for me. That's right. I told William, okay. He goes, I wondered where you were at. Person said, for real. Mama Purple said, I have been a doormat so much in my life. You don't deserve to be a doormat. Never, never, ever. And neither do you, Mama. You don't deserve to be a doormat. Just a person said, when I get a wife, my wife will not, I presume you meant be doing everything. That's a lot of stress. You're supposed to enjoy being married. That's true, but also just a person, or not just a person. I got to keep calling you person. Person. It's a partnership. You don't always enjoy marriage. I mean, it's a thing that can be done. You can enjoy marriage, but marriage is work. It's a lot of work. A lot of work. I love you, Thay. You know I ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong. And I'm not gonna tell you nothing I ain't been through myself. I'm never going to be a doormat again for anybody because I've learned things over the years, but a lot of men stepped on me. And a lot of people that I thought were my friends stepped on me, so which is not good. Amen to that. Holla. Wait a minute. Uh, she said a word mouthful right there. I can definitely relate to that. Box working. Come on. I am about sick of this. Can y'all hear that? Okay. Yes, Nitya, you already know, huh? Marriage can definitely be a roller coaster ride. There is no such thing as a perfect marriage. It takes work, it takes time, it takes patience, it takes love, it takes understanding on both sides. A lot of people that I thought were my friends stepped on me. So also, which is not good. Honey, honey. Woo, you said a mouthful right there. I can definitely relate to that just within the last couple of weeks. Okay, so now I know what I need and what I'm looking for and what needs to be in my life. And I'm not settling for less. That's right. Marriage can be a roller coaster ride. That's true. Yep. I didn't know that this live was going to turn into this, but I'm glad it did. Why is it saying there's only two people in here? I know that's a lie from hell. I see at least 5, 6 people. It says I got 2 people in the room. YouTube is tripping. I see you, person. I see Nitya. I see Mama Purple. They. I don't know why there is more than 2 here. Exactly. Now it says 3. Who knows? But whatever the case may be, I'm glad that we did end up talking about this subject because it was, excuse me, it had to be talked about. Sometimes we plan to say one thing and we do another. Yeah, YouTube does be tripping. Tripping YouTube. YouTube tripping down the railroad. Yeah, I say it says 4 on my end. It'll probably change to 5 because I know there's 5 people. Yours says 4. Mine says 5 now. I got 5 people and 5 likes. Okay, Colleen just came back. So it should say 6. Well, okay, so we got Colleen, just the best person, they, Mama Purple, Nitya. That's 6. Okay, there's 6 right there. We got 6. It's climbing. It's 6 and 6 now. I think we are where we're supposed to be. And I'm not gonna trip about my numbers anymore. I was accustomed to getting a lot more numbers, but then again, I'm happy with the numbers I have because I know that the numbers I have are real. Now I got 7. There's real people with real, you know, I'm not saying that they were fake people, that they didn't exist. I'm just saying I can appreciate the people that are in my chat. They're not just sitting there to be a number. Yours says 8 now? James Harden is here. That is why. And that's right. William was here too. How you doing, James? Okay. Jess has the 8. I have the 7. James says his says 7. So we just watching how there's bots that pop up on lives. Yes. Them and trolls. But hey, I appreciate them too. But I would prefer to talk to 7 people that are willing to have a decent conversation than for someone to just sit there and be a statistic, you know. Some people don't want to do that, but in the same token, at least let yourself be known, you know. 'Cause then you got these trolls that come in and out and they want cuz did you guys see the troll come in tonight? Oh god, what is his name? I can't remember his name. Sadie, you remember his name? Ross or something? Okay, okay, person. I'll see you when you come back. Oh, Colleen got him. Pew 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 pew. What is his name? Ross something? Well, we totally ignored him. He tried, but he comes in here every night and he's starting to tone down a little bit. Redneck Russ. Thank you. Thank you, Colleen. Redneck Russ. This joker goes through a lot of trouble to try to bring us down. And it ain't working. It's not. He can't even hardly say anything anymore. He just says a few words and we just blah blah blah. And you were saying, okay, that guy. Yes, Mama Purple. That dude. He's got some issues. But, again, there's all kind of issues on YouTube. I found that out. Wow, where do they come from? You don't know what to believe, you don't know what to think, you don't know if they're real or not. You just trial and error, you know. All I can do is be my authentic self, and I try to deal with authentic people. and deal with them accordingly. So I appreciate the people that I have right here, right now. I am very, very happy with it. And we all gonna grow. All of us. We are gonna grow. I just got tea all over my iPad. Ugh. And would you believe it? I didn't smoke the entire time. And that was an hour and 20 minutes ago that this thing started. That's pretty good for me. But, I'm going to light this up now. She spilled the tea, both literally and figuratively. Yep, yep. And I may not even light this one if I don't find a lighter. That's one thing I wish I had never done. I really wish I had never started smoking. Oh, there we go. I found one. So, how is the weather in you guys' this part of the world? Ugh. Do, do, do. I gotta get some new headphones. These suck. Can you repeat? There was an oh, I said, how is the weather in y'all's part of the world? Supposed to get rain? I can't stand the rain against my window. I can't stand the rain.